good morning, good evening, hello everybody. Xinthar here again, playing some Sunless Seas with the wonderful Mr. Stukka. Say hello, Mr. Stukka.
Wonderful indeed.
And just as I started the stream, my Twitch overlay has crashed, and not even a little bit, like gently, it has slammed itself into the ground with the force of a missile, so that's going to be fun for me. See if I can get it back, but I'm not overly hopeful. Oh, that's typical. Yeah, it looks like the DNS is biting the dust on that one. So you'll have to run double duty again, Mr. Stuka, I'm afraid.
That's okay. I am currently fighting with my Twitch because this is a new computer, and it's the first time. So it's the Wild West. Don't go too crazy for a couple minutes.
Well, hopefully that'll resolve itself and I'll be able to get Twitch chat back up a bit later on. Oops, I wanted to save those audio settings. There we go. So I'll just have to trust that everything is working as intended. Then last time we left off, we have 33 of bugger all of our hull left. Everything has gone horribly wrong, and we were chased back into port with dreadful violins and tentacles lifting everyone off the deck of my ship. But we did make it, much to some's very upsettingness, I'm sure.
There's a lot of money riding on it.
Indeed. Ah, that's something we
Good
need to
morning,
do.
Toilet Obliterator.
Hello, how we doing? We do have some claymen marked for London and a mirror catch box, and I do believe we have a tireless mechanic who would like to have a nap, which I'm sure we can help him with.
We help him sleep
Hmm.
so many times.
Not my fault it's so profitable. Let's see, we need Phocian, Cosmogone, Gant, which we have Gant actually, so that should be good. Wow, we have 9 outlandish artifacts.
Yeah, you were stacking them up. Hey, what's up, Lictor?
Lictor, good to see you. Trying to see if I had any strategic information, but it doesn't look like I do. Got some port reports, but not too many. Oh, first things first, I believe we should go and get some danged repairs.
I guess they're asking for my volume to be raised.
Ah,
Am
your
I
volume?
still quiet, Droa?
Try now.
Check. Uh, hello?
Question mark?
I mean, I don't know if a marauder would sail too well. You'd be
Yeah.
better off walking it.
Nonsense, sailing marauders are a proud naval tradition.
Now, is it sailing or is it still just like ambling, like waist deep in the water?
I think we might actually have an issue here. Cloudflare's been DDoSed.
Oh,
Hold on 1 second, everybody. I'm going to try some leaked internet bullfuckery. Ooh. It's not terrible, but it isn't good. 3.6 Rutkin, am I right?
I am so lost. What is going on?
Sorry, I'm in another window. I'm just running some tests. Why is that like that? Flush the DNS. Alright, now that should hopefully fix it up a little bit. I'm just gonna have to live with it.
Flush! Flush it!
Yes, I'm getting a round trip of about way too many hops to get to twitch.tv, so that's why I'm struggling at the moment. But that's okay. We will continue as if nothing is wrong, and I will rely on just generally everything getting relayed to me. Crew. I need crew. Give me crew. Yeah, 3 crew. I'll take it. Hire on some more crew. Good. We'll leave it at 14. We'll put our ship into dry dock. How much is Cotterell and Heather Sage these days? 100 echoes. We can spare it. Good. We are back to
Victor
full
says
health.
we're in a strong situation. A good mid game.
Yeah, it does seem to be going quite well for us.
It in fact does seem that way, yes.
Everything always goes well till it doesn't.
Yes. Until the bats kill you, yes.
Dying to bats. My greatest shame.
Well, I mean, we've already got that out of the way, though, so...
True, true. Ah, the muddy philosophers, do tell. We surveyed the mangrove coach, which is... Yep, new favors, some more fuel, the Isle of Cats. That's right, we need to go back there because I need to have a good amount of empty cargo space because they have rewards for me. Empire of Hands, the damnable monkeys again. The future colony, the Shelonate, Khan's Shadow. King Eater's Castle, which gives us a favor. The gate. Ah! Whoops. What shall we... Who is this dude? Wrong move. Just, you can't do that. Don't tell me what I can and can't do.
let you do that, Dave.
Like, oh,
Well,
what
we
are the gods are
we
going to be
do
mad
like...
at me?
Why are they mad at you?
Ah, they're
I
always
mean,
mad at
other
someone.
than the usual reasons and the fact that we might be trying to kill them, maybe. We do
They
have the
don't need to
gun
know
for
that.
it.
Ah,
You
yes, of
should so.
course.
Lictor wants to know if we have considered
hmm.
Crimson Honey and the trading of such
Have we considered it?
unsavory goods.
Oh, yes, we've considered many things. We will,
Xinthar has considered. Are you?
would you like to know more? Where is the damn... I must already have a quest to go and get him some information. He doesn't want to give me any more objectives. Retrieve strategic information from the avid horizon. It's literally the opposite direction of anywhere I want to go. Tell you what we can do though is sell off some of this junk in our hold. Rid of that Stygian
So,
ivory.
Lictor wants to know if... He says he wants to bring the devil back from her island to Unter London. I
Oh,
believe we did that.
We unfortunately did. And she met her
And yeah,
fate. It's an aft weapon. That's a forward weapon. Deck
Toilet
weapon.
Obliterator has a question.
What can I do for you?
Is it time for the Alabama family barbecue and orgy?
That comes later. We have to be outside in international waters.
That's in the water, in the water.
We don't discuss that on land.
Not when
Oh.
people are still trying to hawk their orphans at us, okay? Jesus.
A privy councillor is seeking an outlandish artifact. I have a plethora. Hmm.
Welcome, dragon.
I think we should rest in our elegant townhouse, try and drop this terror as far down as we can.
That'd be one hell of a Viking ship. An upside down marauder torso, and the arms used as a Viking ship.
Oh, yes. Would spread chaos wherever it went.
Unfortunately, you couldn't call it a longboat, because it wouldn't really. Well, maybe.
Yeah, I think it'd fit most of the bill for a longboat. 'Tis long.
Yeah, like the whole marauder torso. Yeah, you could do that.
The brisk campaigner is a doctor. No, we have a multitude of doctors.
I don't believe we have trade permission in the Conagate,
We do not
but
have. We have made some oopsies, and they don't like us very much at the moment.
which is, of course, all too easy to do. We do, allegedly have spies, though.
Allegedly.
We don't know. Maybe they're still there. They're like Schrodinger's spies.
I can neither confirm nor deny their existence. That would be telling. Well, our first stop is going to be a quick little jaunt over to the sisters.
Oh, we're really gonna crack that open right now? Alright, well, let me get that poll going then.
We must remember to transform as often as possible. Uh-oh. This seems problematic. There we go. Remember, everyone, when you're using your work computer as your game computer, it doesn't pay.
No.
I think I might have to keep the transforming to a minimum, but hopefully that works more now. Oh no.
Yeah, see? Remember? We got spooked the hell out last time we were here.
The thing in the kitchen. The yellow-eyed maid clings to the ceiling like a lizard, fierce and wiry in her ragged uniform. We've got 76 and a 72% chance. Suppose do we want to try some force or some bravery? Suppose I'll go for the kinder of the options. She
Are you sure
hisses.
you don't want to catch her like a Pokemon?
I mean, in some way, I guess we have to, right?
That when I don't know. This is Xinthar number 5 we're talking about.
Ah,
What do maids eat?
the diet of domestic servants is a mystery to you. Of traumatized, ceiling-clinging maids who may not even be human. Still less so, you offer her milk, bread, wine, ship's biscuits. She shakes her head and cries like a wounded fox. Down she comes. You try to question her. Those poor Zaylers she spits. You realize that in all the time you spent at Hunter's Keep, she had never spoken. The poor Zaylers. I didn't come here for this. Damn them to the well. She's finished the meat. She returns to the ceiling in a single inhuman bound. What?
You're gonna have to work harder to get uh freaking that
Creature?
Elder Scrolls meme made.
We can search the house, discover what we can about what happened here. Chancy challenge. Bedrooms,
Thanks for the by the
bathrooms,
way, Paul.
the breakfast room, the servant stairs, all empty of life. The long case clock at the top of the stairs ticks like a heart. Outside, the sea sighs. Later, you're certain that the fire began in the turret behind the house, but it spreads quickly. Zayla's tumble, choking from the door as the smoke billows out. The yellow-eyed maid leaps from a window and streaks across the lawn on all fours. It's all you can do is watch.
Very Stoic.
The death of Hunter's Keep. Flames lick about the gables. The spine of the house breaks with a roar as the roof falls in. Sparks fly upward. The false stars so far above. The death of the house takes hours, but it is total. Only a cindered shell remains. Hunters Keep in ruins. The lawns are weedy meadows walked by the wind. The gravel paths have sunk to mud. The house is a jumble of charred stones and timber. Peace in the ruins. No one has come to reclaim Hunter's Keep, despite its proximity to London. The place has an eerie reputation. It's difficult to see why today. The place is peaceful as folly in a park. The air is still. Far across the water, the lights of London glow. What am I missing? Ah, I need 5 supplies. I only have 2. Hmm?
We don't need to take on supplies, do we?
Well, we can go pick some up in Venderbite. And then return for the tireless mechanics mission.
Lictor is really trying to suss out how far you've been. Says old salt is good. Have you done the ritual of the depths? Summoning the less than fair lady of the really not in the top? Have you made London great again?
London remains London, but we have travelled to the depths, but we have not completed the ritual. There is much to see and much to do, and so little time to do it. Ooh, that was a bit chunky.
Yep, that was typically normal lag.
Now we got a bolt of spider silk.
that's my problem too. So it says I think I always lose a game of Sunless Sea because I dig too greedily and too deep.
It is important to know your limits, but it's also good to know when you can just roll the dice. Because that's never blown up in my face before.
No, but like a couple wills and a couple really shiny things in your sweet townhouse in London makes it a little bit easier to be Philippine with your shenanigans.
Exactly.
And besides, what's wrong with hanging out with the clowns at the circus?
Ask not why you keep seeing clowns, ask why you kept attending the circus.
I don't need to ask. Clowns are cool. Praise the honk father.
Oh, the hunk father indeed.
Oh, the honk father was a fine mech.
Didn't he get a second lease on life?
I'm not sure. There is so much of that I've not been able to keep up on.
Back down to Hunter's Keep we go for a quick jaunt. Pick up some snakes and then we'll go visit the curator again. I've done it kind of out of sequence here, but it should be fine.
To be fair, I opted initially to be involved as little as possible and just kind of be there and check in whenever I could and just name stuff. And I can't believe the things that Lou has drawn out of a name that I gave Doc Tiberius.
Yes.
Like, oh my goodness.
I need a foxfire candle as well.
Ugh.
Didn't start that poll, did you?
What poll?
It just doesn't count. Because I have to go back to London for a foxfire candle.
I can't believe Xinthar.
Look, it's fine. It just never happened. It was a quick stop off.
As you will, Captain. I will give the orphans their money back.
We'll call a mulligan.
We do. I really want to see his Red as Z song. That would be so cool to have as a legacy.
Ah, yes, the Song of Z is very powerful. It gives some very great base stat boosts at the beginning. Well, thankfully I had none of that. Now the Blind Bruiser has left. Good for him. Should I buy some more supplies? Yes, there we go. Very good. Let's go. Just gives us a wider range of music to enjoy. Takes a full day to clear away sufficient ruins to reach the cellars. In the deepest sub-cellar, your candles illuminate a litter of tumbled stones, the remnants of a temple. The signs on the stones have a Canadian look. A pool at the cellar's center is almost dry. The remaining water there seethes oddly in the candlelight, as if it were near boiling, but it's quite cool to the touch. A writhing river flows near here, the mechanic remarks, one of the tributaries of the dream. My enemies find me when I sleep, but this water will attract my enemies to this poor fellow. He bends to dip his hand in the water.
2 sentences slots. Sorry,
You're right. And sketches the sign on the clay man's forehead. The man watches him stolidly. The mechanic hands him the mirror catch box. Hold this, he says. Keep it open. Don't let it go, no matter what happens. The clay man's huge hands enfold the box. There, the mechanic says, turning to you. A serpent trap. Now I can sleep. I can finally sleep. He smiles, and then I think I may be able to offer you something rather interesting.
Oh yeah. Get you some dream snack.
Nope,
So
nothing
you
else has
s-
changed.
Dream snack squeezins, except no substitutes.
The finest. When nothing seems to be happening, you take to your own bunk, but a roar from the clayman brings you sprinting back to the mechanic's cabin. You fling open the door. The man's eyes seize with Veric flame. It's struggling against the efforts of the Zailers to restrain it. As you rush to assist, it flings one Zailer off, but the other manages to snap the box closed instantly. The man goes stiff, a lifeless clay statue. The Veric glow now pulsates from the box. In the bunk, the mechanic sleeps. On his face, breathed in dreamy smiles, he will sleep so until morning. Huzzah!
Sleep well, cheap gas prince. We've got 620 says you make it home.
Oh,
Nobody thinks we're not making it.
such faith they place in me today.
Still 11 minutes and 55 seconds to change that.
I can't even bet against myself at the moment.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's why I kept trying to make you do the bets so you couldn't do that.
It's fine.
Yes, yeah, I'm sure.
The Lamplighters Arcade. Here they sell copper jewellery, grimacing little faces on squat rectilinear figures. A tradition from before London. They claim you part with a few small coins for a cheery-looking thing with an expression like a tipsy bat. Perhaps it will bring you good dreams. Let's see. Show it the sketch of the figurehead of the Eater of Names.
What?
Hmm?
Lord Troa says at Toilet Obliterator. How was the Swedish fish and beer, or as I called them, beer fish yesterday? Have you ever had fucking beer fish?
I mean, I've had
Get you
beer
some
battered
beer
fish.
fish today.
Oh dear. They won't stay imprisoned long, but longer than I will. It becomes motionless for so long that you wonder if it's finally truly dead. At last it expels a rattling breath and points wordlessly at a Khoisan mask on a trophy stand, half visible in the gloom. Elder continent, made within sight of the mountain. Wear it, and think of me. Gives us a nice captivating treasure.
We're
Oh, what do we
drowning
still
in
have?
those now.
Indeed, we have far too many. Violent. Gant. Cosmogone. Potion. Well, we do have the money. Recruit the bandage poissonnier. Ah, my captain, the things we will catch, that we will consume, that we will experience. We will discover the seventh sensation, you and I. The taste that one tastes with the heart. You there, sailor, careful with the braising alembic. It's worth more than your wretched soul. Free is worth more than anyone's soul, usually. Wonderful. Now we have a cook.
What's in your new cocktail? Toilet obliterator. The Axles are just making drinks, just like innovating. Like, this is ridiculous.
If you ever want some of Zin's cursed drink recipes, I have a multitude.
Oh, do it. You should
So,
post that.
well, here's an example of one. What you want to do is you want to get 2 shots of Midori, 3 shots of good scotch, ginger beer, lemon, and brandy gin. Bramble gin. You mix all of that in a glass, and you look at it like the life choices you're currently regretting.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's a good step. I like that.
And then you drink the whole thing down.
Oh, in one go?
In one go. Another one that's a favorite of mine is 700 mils of tequila
Oh my god, no.
and 500 mils of Red Bull. I call it a heart attack.
Okay. Is that, I mean, well, that's fair.
There's a 70% chance you will die.
Why is this a drink that you drink?
Um, this was from a long time ago, and all I'm at
Okay,
liberty to
alright.
say is you drink it only out of the finest tin cups.
Oh my lord.
The aluminium is how you know it's good.
Oh man. I mean, I can't say that I've not had myself some fairly cursed drinks. Um, but that's mostly because some of the people who I have allowed in the past weren't making the drinks that they proposed they were. I've found myself drinking quite a few half and halves in my time.
Some days all you actually want is a good old fashioned.
Oh, an old fashioned's a good time. I used to
Mm.
like getting Jack on the rocks or Crown on the rocks.
Oh, yeah. Delicious. I could acquire a doomed monster hunter, but I don't need them. We could offer a shivering monkey lamentable relic. Gives us 3 unread logs. I think I'd prefer the relics.
Are you looking for one more? For like the bespectacled guy?
Don't remember. Now you've got me questioning if I do want it.
I apologize.
That's alright, if we swing back, we can
There's
always pick one up.
the there's too much to remember. And it's
Indeed.
all crazy.
None
And
of it's
everything's
good.
mixed together.
We will cruise for any lifebergs that might be nearby up here, though. Although, there is still the undersea up here that I haven't really explored.
The bifocal bastard.
The bifocal bastard. That's a good one.
Oh yes, another one of those lie streams that
Yes.
goes the wrong way.
This is clearly the direction it's indicating. Do you think it works? No. No, it does not. Wasting my fuel. What are we near there? Ah, the Ragged Crow and the Undercrow. Don't think I have any business there.
Currently sitting at 5K. Says we will be sunk by our hubris. 1,307 says we will make it home.
Whale bones. The Z has not been kind. The colossal skull is intact, but the body has been reduced to gnawed frame of bones. Carvings have been scored into the bones. 43%. Get some Stygian ivory out of it.
I mean, it is a pretty Chad move to just give your goop away like that inevitable geometry. That's literally the only reason why I saved my goop up too, is to just like dole it out on stupid predictions.
It's good fun. Whatever the words read, they are now lost. Someone has further defaced each bone of the whale with a knife, obliterating every line. This is the censorship of Scrimshander, meted out of aberrant histories. That's right, we have something to give those Scrimshanders. We learned something about their supposed feats. I have a log that proves them to be false.
They are false feats.
Well, it's like this. I stole a secret from the Echo Bazaar, with the help of the Finger Kings. You know, the serpent who ruled Dream. Then I reneged on the Finger Kings. Don't look at me like that. Would you rather I'd have given them the secret? I talk about engines all the time, I'm sure you've noticed, and I dream about them. I found myself dreaming of the stone pigs. I don't entirely understand still, but they're how the Bazaar travels between stars. Did you know they did that? And they sleep, so the Finger Kings can crack their dreams open. Though the Finger Kings recruited me. I found a secret in those dreams. An engine like the Z's never seen. Oh, Captain, let me build it for you. You won't be sorry. There are some things I'll need. I know. Isn't it always the way? Settling sage. Quality is now rescue or ransom him from wisdom. The mechanic's secret. Find Frostfound to the north and retrieve the mechanic's secret from the penultimate chamber. Take 1 element of dawn, 1 casket of sapphires, and 40 units of Stygian ivory, along with the mechanic's secret and the unsettling sage, to King Eater's castle.
Inevitable Geometry asks, do you think our Frost Child ever writes to us? And which side of the ship do we dump the letters? Neville says we use them as fuel.
Of course. Captain,
Lictor
more
says it's
letters.
friggin' hard to do that mission we just signed up for.
Ah, yes. I know, but it is so worth it. That engine. Oh, the engine. It does so much.
We do already have a god gun on our deck too.
Indeed. Take tea with the squatters.
I believe the gun is the memento mori.
It is. I really should consider an engine upgrade, but I've kind of got my heart set. What about you, bandage pussnier? Oops, wrong button. Get back in there. Speak to. He increases hearts. We need mutter salt.
I feel that ores would be really cool on a Marauder.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I can get mutter salt from... No, from Wither. I think they sell it for stories.
Did Zin say Finger Kings?
They sure did.
Ores with spikes for sea jousting. Lictor Imperialis says it has a sail from Wither for the Marauder.
I see. I have business at the Chapel of Lights, but also so does, you know, the big nomady boy.
Wait. Is it time?
Oh, no, not him. Not yet.
I
Not
was
in
gonna
this thing.
say, that's a little ambitious, sir.
What's his health at? It's usually, 1,000 health.
Yeah. Oh god, he's upset already.
No, he just sees us. It's okay. He can't attack us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Eat cheese. Let's gather the intelligence of this place. And then let's sigil weapon. Region navigator. And another price. Chapel's congregation are soft-footed. No one on board hears them come or go. And in the morning, a crewman's bed is empty. You divert your crew's concerns. Later, you take part in a late, warm, red breakfast in the church's crypt. When you emerge with the smiling priest, your navigator hurries forward from a pew. This sigil, what does it mean? Who carved it on me? What did I do to deserve it? The smiling priest raises a hand. You are on a journey, my friend. Take one step at a time. I've seen your sigil before, carved in the ice at Frostfound. Go there. You will answer your first question. That will lead you to the next. Navigator's thanks are muted. He plods back to your ship before you leave. The smiling priest gives you a wink. Oh no, someone got eaten. Now, absolutely tragic.
Then he says you don't mess with Mountain Nomad.
Oh no.
They're very right.
Unless I want to get a whole bunch of doomed monster hunters to throw at it. Yeah, the Avid Horizon. I need to go there first. North is always so much more forgiving, I think. But all the good stuff's down south.
Yeah, but you need at least the ship to really make good.
Hmm. Still don't like that option. Retrieve the strategic information. Below the sign, an authoritative hand has carved this message. If you wish to return to London, if you seek the forgiveness of the Empress, if you will sacrifice all to make amends, record your name and crime. Below are the names of murderers, traitors, hopeless villains who fled into exile. They've made the icy pilgrimage here to the end of the world to prove their desperation to return home. You record them all, the old and the freshly carved. The Admiralty will pick through the names and make their choice. Leave now, quickly. Eat.
Before more unsavory types show up and get ornery because you're playing grab ass with their pretty book.
They're just jealous.
You give me my savings book back.
I do still have this letter I need to drop off. Ah, really, Faustic Corsair?
Yeah, get turned.
It's almost like you think you can run away.
I don't think our captain pays Johnson.
Pays what now?
The obliterator just says, is the letter the child support you owe?
If it is, it's unfortunate for whoever gets it.
So I wonder how much of Mount Palmerston we can actually check out now.
Yes, it should be interesting. I don't think we'll be able to go back up to the crater.
Well, I mean, there's nobody to nurse us back to health no more.
Yeah, we were growing attached. It's for the best. No, we can't go up to the crater. Deathless is gone. What now guards the gate? A vile hive. When you come in sight of the cottage, you think for a moment that it's been overgrown with glistening black ivy. A few more steps and you notice the ivy is shifting in the wind. Before you realize that, as is generally the case underneath, there is no wind to speak of. The ivy heaves like the sea, and the closest portion suddenly lifts and dissolves. The air is filled with deep and savage buzzing. A cloud of great black bees rise above the cottage, extends a limb in your direction. You back away. You do not run. Cool.
That's freaky.
And we need to pick up some fuel.
The obliterator says, in highlighted, The child support is probably poorly drawn counterfeit money that says -2 fucks for all fucks to be given, both public and private. The cottage became an LRM-20. Yes!
That is literally the last thing I need.
There was a lot of bees there.
Hmm.
I think there might have been at least a like maybe 4, like quad, maybe 5 LRM-20s. There's a lot of bees.
It's at least a stalker's worth.
At least.
Hmm. So you need to go to Frostfound. You need to go to Frostfound. Really don't have much use for you anymore. Except for increasing my iron. But you'll do for the moment. I don't have another gunnery officer.
Welcome to the Neath. Yes, we have bees.
We have 2 different kinds of bees that we know of. And at least
Yes,
one
true.
kind of wasp that likes to take up residence in eyeballs.
Oh god, that was so gross. Geometry wants us to challenge Matt Noma.
Oh. What, like right now?
Yeah, I mean, Geometry is betting against.
Okay, well, maybe on the way back then.
I mean, yeah, let me make clear his intentions here.
Do it. Fight it. Look, there'll be plenty of opportunities for us to die on our first jaunt down. I've barely scratched the surface of what we can get into. Remember there being, I think that's it? Let's knock. I know I have to go to Scrimshander, and I do want to go to the Isle of Cats, so let's make for that direction. And on the way we need to go to the Principle of Corals, which I think is over here in Port Cecil.
Oh, Marauder.
Up, up, up. Get out of here. That's right, you find somewhere else. I'm gonna go visit Godfall. Actually, have I explored underneath Godfall? An abyss. Well, I mean, we're here. Die. The helmsman gives you a questioning look. You say nothing. You are unaccustomed to repeating yourself. With a trembling hand, she steers your vessel down. You sink into the abyss like a coffin. Into a grave. Stony walls rise above you. Your vessel's light picks out the beds of undulating anemones. They're right. Chancy challenge? Aha! Achievement unlocked. You don your diving gear. You lie on an empty shelf cut from the stone. Your crew will watch over you in 7-minute shifts. They'll have you out there before 21. You close your eyes. The Z-Way is heavy. It takes till the 7-minute bell before you slip into sleep. She lies next to you. The black hem of her skirt drifts like clouds of ink. In the dark, you can just make out her pale lips. She speaks. Invisible fingers tighten in your hair. You beg release. She laughs. The strident clanging of a bell jolts you awake. The 21-minute warning rings wantonly. Azela drags you into the safety of your hull. I lost them. Well, I lost 10 hearts.
Good thing you had 70.
Yeah, I mean, I still have 10 eggs. I have more than 10 secrets as well. I can just increase it back up if I need to. Excuse me. Well, there's something even further down in the darkness. The helmsman's response is justifiably foul-mouthed, but she assents. Your submarine pinpricks of light shines onto a cliffside, illuminating only a spot of a vast inverted cathedral, a fathomless church.
Good luck, it says.
Okay. We've performed one of them, so obviously we need to perform the rest. This are approaching her leadership no more than 3.
You just need to do more on this level here.
Yeah. We could forsake it, so that I may partake in a different one. I'm not entirely sure on that. I suppose we have to go to all the abysses and complete all the rites in them. I see what I know what I've done. What else we got?
Lichter says you need to complete the right order of the rest. You need to revoke them and do it in a particular order. You need to map which abyss performs which rite. There are 4.
Ah, I see. That was the ritual of Solus. Oh, what have we found here? Dahut.
Ooh. The hut.
Pizza Hut?
I was gonna say, they better have pizza.
A grating roar below decks, one among your claymen cargo, missing something usual like obedience, temperance, or a sense of humor. Well, we could try to destroy it. And I lost 4 crew. A ruinous victory. Bullets were powerless. Clubs barely more so. At last you finished it yourself with a sledgehammer. Not before it had wreaked havoc among your crew. You know, I think I'd be better at this. I have intimate knowledge of clay people.
That word you used there.
What, intimate? It's fine, don't worry about it.
I mean, it's an apt word, yes.
It describes certain knowledges I have gained.
Oh my god. That's beautiful, Lichter.
What?
She is a fine ship.
Can't see it because my Twitch is broken.
Hang on, I'll post it in Discord.
Ah, lovely. Let's see. Wonder, look, make no commitments. You're only here as a visitor. You don't need a place to stay. Water and air are the same thing here, a betrayal of nature or a truce between opposites. Swim up the side of the cathedral if you like. You peer through its rose windows. You won't be able to make out anything inside. Breathe deep. Fill your lungs with a substance cooler and more cleansing than ordinary air. Walk in the gardens with the fish around your knees. Do not ask questions about the king of this place. Those will go unanswered.
Do you want Geometry says our reputation as a lover is well known. We are satisfaction guaranteed. Maybe?
It is a fine ship,
Um,
Lictor. That is a mighty vessel.
yeah. Lictor says it's a start. He
Indeed.
promised it, what, 2 months ago?
Oh, there's no rush at all. I look
No.
forward to it, though.
Like, we're so blessed to even get stuff like this from you people. Like, that's so cool, man.
It's amazing. I have no recent news. Yeah, we can generate a port report, I guess. I had a 0% chance of success. Yeah, we can
Geometry
ask.
asks, how long is 2 months in terms of orphan consumption?
Yeah, you'd have to ask the parents.
Oof.
Ask Adrani about the latest news of Dahut. The town is thriving and full of events. The weather has been dismal lately, hardly a single wreck since Saint Aegidus' day. And then it was only a little yacht with a few sailors aboard, and 2 of those were able to swim to shore. That didn't come to Dahut at all. We just have to hope for the spell to break. Got any shops? Yes, they do. Cheap stuff as well. Well, we can buy them for 11 caskets of sapphires and drowning pearls. This is a fine little place to resupply.
Cheap supplies and fuel. Heck yeah.
At reasonable prices. So rare this far out.
The only thing we can't get from them is orphans.
At least yet.
Yeah, that's like another one of the many really interesting paradoxes you find in this like Unterzee ecosystem is like the like Pretzel Bomber says, I suppose calm weather is bad weather when your town enjoys shipwrecks for migrants.
Especially when you're under all the weather anyway. You just look up and go, ooh, a storm. That will be useful. The temperature changes abruptly. Your helmsman complains about goosebumps. She does tend to whine, that one, doesn't she?
Yeah, she gets pretty upset with all the things you try to put her through. But she does it, so.
True.
She remains at the helm.
I suppose I could see about what my totally not real I'm just gonna dive away from this Carnet War Trimaran.
Yeah, I think that's a better alternative than trying to fight it.
Quite. I'm sure the Carnate won't
Every
mind
time.
submarines.
Yeah. Well, like the con. We're on bad enough standing as it is. We kind of really can't afford to muck about wasting their ships.
Exactly. They'll get very mad at us. We'll see if we can improve our favor with them somewhat. We have some pearls. I hear they like those. Now, how many more of those? Well,
Aloysius says, Anda da Z, Anda da Z. Bring a warm sweater for the bad weather and an orphan or 3.
hello, hello. How's it going?
Zub is DLC.
Well, I don't have enough pearls, and I don't have enough dark drop coffee beans to offer them, so that's a bit unfortunate. I could give them 3 the memento mori for 3 captivating treasures, but no, that's my gun. Get your own. Find your own piece of god slaying and
I'll
bind
say,
it with
build
heart
your own
metal.
god-killing gun.
This place is such a damn maze. And we'll have to shoot
Aloe,
across.
I can't believe you're sexting us while you're trying to drive, bud. You absolute lunatic. I
Hello.
love you, bro. Have a good day at work, by the way.
Indeed. Don't work too hard. Ah, we have a pewter horse head. We did a Kanagian a favor. Perhaps this token will win you favor in return. A spicy evening. You show the talisman, rather cautiously, to a clutch of captains chatting by their warship. One grabs it cheerfully and claps you on the shoulder. I've heard about you. Come on, I'm buying. With more friendliness than Canadians usually show, they drag you off to a little place by the park and fill you with rare spiced seaweed and elder continent wines. They grumble about their Shellenate delinquency, the idiot's children of Khan's shadow, and until they remember you're there, the London captains clattering up the clean Z. That loses me 1 menace. I need like 10 more of those.
Hey, man. If they keep taking you out drinking, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, that's true.
You just need to get a couple more pewter horse heads.
It's not terribly hard to do, but still. What did you gentlemen need? Prisoners, honey. That's not terribly hard to find. We always need more honey. So we need to go to Port Cecil.
Yup. And there's the space alien music.
Hmm. The wreck of the Emperor Wolfgang.
Oh no. That's break. I was gonna say, breaking the space-time continuum.
There's another ship in there that doesn't get a name. Sucks to be that guy. One of those eels. Get out of here, eel.
He listened to you. That's weird.
Drop off a checkered character. He waits eagerly by the rail. He lifts his head to inhale. I can already smell the chess, he announces. That gives me 100 echoes. Thank you. Farewell? He says neither of these things. He drops a sweaty bundle of banknotes in your hand and tears off up the hill, fingers twitching to begin a game. Game players, eh? Yes.
Freaking chess nerds, man.
I could have a game of chess, I guess. Oop, that cost me. Oh no, it gained
I
me.
mean, I could job a game of chess.
Odd thoughts bubble up each time you touch a chess piece. This one longs for home, that one has a secret desire for revenge against the slayer of its rank mate. This will be a queen one day. Those would do better as metal. You taste the metal. You ignored these thoughts and move methodically to a victory over your opponent. He blinks. Checkmate? He asks helplessly. That only gives me 28% chance. Although, I can increase my veils. It's veils that based off of, wasn't it? Or was it pages? Because if it was pages, I'm screwed. Dang, it's pages. We'll gather some intelligence. Sea laps around silvery coral. Bumps and columns rise from the coral, a bewildering maze. Go carefully. In amber. Some disturbance of the Unterzee has brought sunken ruins up out of the water, but these stones were lost beneath more than in the sea. They are half encased in a smooth, translucent orange substance like amber. Even as you watch the ruins groan and shiver, the convulsions that brought them up will soon take them below again. Let's examine these ruins because it's such a straightforward challenge. The amber encasing the ancient stones has cracked. Under the grinding pressure of the earth, you could scramble in and examine them. You squeeze through the fissures in the amber shell to explore the ruins within. The dwellings are low and windowless, thick-walled, flat-roofed, like those in desert countries. Nothing like anything in the neath. You find shattered pots, glass beads, and bones, all mired in amber. Something's wrong about these bones, one of your sailors mutters uneasily. A seasoned woman, with a little surgeon's training. She's right, the shape of the skull is not precisely human. The arms bones have splayed out like twigs off a branch. Another explains as he finds the bones of a small animal coiled together like a knot of serpents. Shapelings, someone hisses. You think that's what they say, but none of your crew will admit to speaking. There's a rumbling from below. You all scramble desperately for the exits, the amber casing squeezing through one by one. Just in time, the amber snaps shut, and the ruins sink beneath the waves with a tremendous roar, a show of foam. Interesting. 20 fragments from it.
I believe you didn't lose crew there.
Ah, yes. I keep failing these. I don't think there's any downside to keeping to trying, though. A distraction. You don't often look at chess pieces, not really look. The bishops with their hooks, the knight with its mane and teeth, the kin and the cream, white mingled with red, the roots that pin the corner of the board down to keep you safe from your opponent. You lift a paw to toy with it, touch its velvety pads. Checkmate, your opponent says. She grins. Look too closely, did we? We need to be careful with this intellect chess sets. Dang it. Can I speed run a terror death?
I was gonna say. I have died to terror by playing too much chess before.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep failing here. Let us be on our way. Could buy some fuel and supplies, but I don't really think we need it. We're not that far. Oh! Scrimshander is right next to Visage, which we do need to visit as well, because we haven't quite cleared it out. Last time we made a mistake.
geometry says we can do anything we lose our minds to.
How much cargo hold do we have? 32 of 40. One of the things that I do appreciate that they added in Sunless Skies was the addition of the bank, so that if I had things that I didn't need right now, I could store them for a while.
Yeah, that would be awful useful.
There is a mod that adds it into this, but it's a little janky and hasn't been updated for a very long time.
Seeing as how much problems we have, that's okay.
Yes. It's not the oldest game I've ever played on this computer, but it's hardly the newest.
Well, now I'm curious. What is the oldest game you've played?
The oldest
on this
game
computer?
on this computer. Let's see. Not including emulators. Oops. Would probably be nothing emulated. The thing that I ran purely in Windows on this computer was Chaos Overlords, which was a very, very old gang simulation game.
I don't think I've heard of it.
It was very niche. It was sort of cyberpunk, top-down strategy, city management, gang management, and had some very interesting combat and gang descriptions in it. Here we go. Inhabitants wear ashen robes and carry steel-tipped bone quills, but you recognize most as drownies or shellonate expatriates. While most are quiet and ignore visitors, you hear heated arguments over interpretations of the sacred remains. Sacred remains, which will include whatever you leave behind when you depart. Deliver the cargo of answers. An unwanted shipment. A wan archivist scurries forward to look at the cargo as you haul it into the nave. Her eyes shine, but her complexion's pale. This is going to cause such an awful fuss. She bends to admire the carvings. The drownies will gloat, and the chellonates will fight to bury it, but leave it with me before she is cut off by a sudden clamour. Drowny voices rising from the depths of the caverns intermingle with leaden footsteps of chellonate boots. A moist group of drownies bears down on you. Their leader, a drowny paleographer, looks at the cargo with relish. Excellent. This is worthy of display. How did they hear of this so quickly? They have spies at the dock? The smug smile disappears with the loud arrival of the gang of chellonates, armed with heavy books. Okay. They push towards you, their expressions angry. We would bury this insult, one cries. Truth or... I mean, I'd give it to whoever paid me the most, personally. I don't know why you're not all clamoring to outbid each other.
Yeah. Why is there no option to start a bidding war with them?
I have 10 echoes from the drownies. Do I hear 100 from the Shellonites? Well, I always believe in the truth being revealed. The Shellonites swear inventively. One hurls her book to the ground. Suddenly they retreat back into their skeletal chambers. The drowny paleographer clasps your hand and thanks. It's good to see them humbled. What does it matter if their wretched turtle was dead when they found it? Have they not prospered? Her fellow carries the cargo away. The paleographer rewards you with several writhing bone worms. For preservation. Yeah, good thanks, no. For preservation, they will be killed if they stay here. They tend to ruin the books. 5 live specimens, though. Those are usually pretty expensive.
Oh, nice. What can you do with them? Sell them to the zoo?
Yeah, the zoo or the, what's his name? The, what's him call him thingy? The curator? I can't quite remember now. But that does unlock we can perform tasks for the drownies.
Neat.
I've had a chance to examine this, the paleographer pats the box. The Fathom King has certain expectations of the Chelinates. They owe him certain ancient debts. You would be interested to see this piece of history. Take this to him, trespasser. Let the Fathom King render his judgment. Okay. I'm sure that won't come back to bite me in the ass.
Render unto me, Fathom King.
Well, let's compile a port report. You can assist an ancient chronicler. The monk describes a day in the life of the tomb colonist. While you wield the quill, its nib carved the bone easily, as if it were mushroom flesh. The tale is dry, but he insists it be recorded for posterity. Few tomb colonists come to share their tales. A historical blind spot he laments at length. When the work is finished, he invites you to see further tales in the Ivory Archives as his guest. Yeah, good. Spend some time there. Not enough time in the archives to explore and return afterwards. Much a dramatic reenactment. Trade coffee for time in the archives. Well, I do have some of that. Now we have 5 of them.
The fuel of history. I like that.
Agree to search the Ivory Archives for a hero. The Chelinates champions hope to regain their prestige by staging a heroic play. Assist the research in the Ivory Archives and they'll give you a hero's reward. Well, I like the sound of reward. No shortage of heroes. They assure you that any hero will do as long as their deeds are suitably profound, ideally bloody, but the details are negotiable. You seek a hero's tale in the Ivory Archives. Well, let's leave the amphitheater. Delve into the Ivory Archives. The monks grudgingly allow you to enter, but warn you that staying longer than your allotted time will incur significant penalties. They refrain from going into details, but you notice that their bone quills are significantly larger and sharper than their fellows. Well, let's continue downwards. Succeeded. History's horrors are too numerous to count, especially when their results are so difficult to face directly. Unflinching examination. You've seen worse. You've had worse done to you, in fact. You've probably done worse to others, but only those that deserved it. Yeah,
Of course.
of course. Okay. Unearth a heroic tale. A grinning skeleton bears a catalogue of extraordinary deeds. The Chelinates champions are bound to be interested. The captain who lived. Ships have always sunk into the sea. Sailors have always drowned. But there was once a strong ship which did not fall to the ordinary fate. It was swallowed by the waves, when all hands were presumed lost, but it was not so. By their captain's leadership, the crew survived their own destruction and made it home in the wreck at the bottom of the sea. In time, the captain became the queen, and through blasting powder and treachery managed to not only to provide for the city, but to expand it. The bones are fresher, the tales more recent. Leave the past behind. My master's name is cheered throughout the land, but none must know of his terrible secret.
Geometry says, is this our dad? Is this Xinthar 3.0?
Possibly. Maybe he didn't die. Maybe he walked all the way back home to London and set up as a priest for a while. Claimed some particularly shady dealings with insurance companies and bought himself a new ship.
Definitely no saint.
Narrow passages wind through the old city, shadowed, ever descending. You walk alone except for the constant remains of those who came before you, each bearing their sad small tales. They all end the same way. They all end here. Will you? Back among the living, or at least the most recent remains. Well, that's a shame that we didn't get to keep our what can we give them? Well, we have plenty of hunting trophies. Some other hero's tale. The guards light incense and clean the trophy with the musky oil. As you recount the victory that won it, a chronicler etches your words into its surface. The scratching of the bone quill grows louder in your ears with every word. By the time you've finished, your trophy has been replaced with an identical copy. But this one has been inscribed with a thrilling fictional tale. As you depart, you wonder if you would recognize the hero of such a thrilling yarn. Well, we can sell our unread log, buy some fuel for 10, or some Stygian ivory. We'll grab a little bit of fuel. Let's not go nuts, though. Hmm?
On the archives or whatever.
Sorry, you
Did
cut
get
out.
that
I
into
couldn't hear anything.
Oh, sorry.
The tail turned out to be a fake tail, I think, so I didn't get it.
Okay. How dare they tease us by saying we could make a lot of money this way?
Yes, very upsetting, rather. I need 3,000 echo for that. I only get one chance to rescue a prisoner from here. And I need that sage. I could increase
Oh,
my
really?
veils.
You actually only get one chance?
Yep, it's only one chance. Let's increase our veils a little bit and see if that affects it at all. 23% chance. Not really. 25% chance. So 1 in 4, really. Let's hold off for the moment, because I think that's probably the hardest thing to do, apart from the element of dawn, but that's just expensive. I suppose 3,000 echoes isn't really all that much.
It's still considerable.
Oh, it's a It's a lot. It's 3 captivating treasures. Nothing to be sneezed at. And you know what? I've damn well filled up my hold again, so I can't pick up my reward from the Isle of Cats again. Ah, well.
Uh,
Hmm? Can only really sell supplies here anyway. Hello, wifey. A 100 echoes and some parabola linen. Hardly worth it. Well, I suppose I'll go visit Visage. Do the quest there.
is there more to do at Visage after you do all the stuff the first time?
Not that I've found. Once you do all the rituals and everything, that's pretty much it for a while. There is the Wandering Parson. What can I do for you, Wandering Parson? He seeks passage to the Church of Low Barnet beneath the Z just outside of London. His suit is well tailored for an itinerant preacher. His cufflinks wink with sapphires. Hmm. Pay me. Of course, you have your running expenses, Captain. I'll be no trouble. I'm studying the religions of the Unterzee by extracting the most admirable elements of each. I mean to construct a modern superior faith for the spiritual nourishment of my congregation, of course. His cufflinks gleam. Thoughtfully, he pays his fare in advance. Yeah, that's not suspect at all.
No, it seems totally up and up.
A rich man exploiting religion for money? That would
Oh,
never happen, surely.
I'm sure he's completely pious.
Completely.
Resolutely.
Let's see. Let's go for the frog mask, because I know the steps for this one. Visit the library. Ask the purpose of this rune. People think it means something like Library of Fragments, but this is wrong. The parts in question are like parts in a play. This is where the denizens of Visage come in to learn how to perform their masks more accurately, more completely, with a truer spirit. I'll stumble. There are many ways of guarding against the loss of the heart, as there are different masks, it explains, in that same light and in different voice. Show oafish enthusiasm for this wonderful indoor pool. Frogs like pools, right? Exclaim at how much you admire this room and its excellent pool. Your words are, as always, amplified into a croak. Other masks turn towards you. Crocodile, lotus blossom, crescent moon. But no one speaks. You have garnered a suitable degree of disdain. Moon moth quietly applauds your performance of froghood. Write notes in the margin. Moonmoth is startled. Apparently no other frog has gone so far as to attempt to deface the library's holdings. Gets the pen away from you, expostulating. Later you find it writing down a record of what you just did, to be added to the library of parts as a recollection of what there can be expected from frogs. Yeah, we can trade masks with Moonmoth. He draws you aside into a closet in the customs house. Had enough of Visage, it tells you frankly. Here, you take my mask and pretend to be me. I'll trade in the visitor mask and get on some departing ship. Get my life back. Its face, now you see her face, is aging, but unlined. A lifetime of never needing to use a facial expression. Each morning the man in the cobra mask draws lines in the mud flat with a pointed steel rod. This apportions to each inhabitant a small trapezoidal area from which to harvest mushrooms and scrape salt. No plot is ever preserved from one day to the next. This man is the chief geometer, keeper of direction, master of land measure and sea measures. Bring a necklet of lapis beads. He gives them to a servant with orders that they be crushed and the powder made to pigment, and the pigment used for painting. It is uncertain whether this is a deadly insult. You aren't thrown out of the house, at any rate. Temple of Apis. Perhaps it is a holy relic. Perhaps it could be sold as one of the unsuspecting buyers elsewhere.
Totally holy. I mean, the fire means pure, right?
Of course. Purity. Cleansing. Offer to sell them a new undamaged pool. Very valuable, that suits your low rank in the community. The priests arrange them on a table with other small items. As you go out, you pass by the more impressive gifts. Drafting tools from the chief geometer, scales from Jackal, a heap of foreign coin brought home by Crocodile. Visit the side of the face. You must, of course, wait until your work with this day's crop of frogs and locusts is done. Meditate on the meaning of the face. The citizens give many meanings to the face: perpetual beauty, stasis, the idea of looking upward into an unyielding darkness. But most of all, they speak of the idea of someone above looking down. The face is not convenient to view from down here. It would look its best from the perspective of the ceiling of the Unterzee beyond reach. You mean from my perspective?
Yes.
Enter the hollow of the ear. It is a festival day. The great stone face has been illuminated from forehead to chin with blazing torches, so that the profile is clearly visible from the side, more clearly than you have ever seen it. Flourishing of years is awake, says the gentlest figure in the crocodile mask. Should have brought a flare. As you go through, you are truly one of them. You carry nothing with you but your mask and your costume. May your heart be as light as a feather, says the woman in the lotus blossom mask as you fall into line behind her. Continue. The footsteps of the people are steady and synchronized, and you go together. For how many years has this been done, and for how many will it be done in the future? You watch your step here, says Batmask to you in an under voice. Its accent the accent of Wolfstack docks. The floor is about to get squishier, and sure enough, it does. At last, the tunnel opens out. You and all the other congregants spread in cavernous space. A voice speaks in the darkness, a ritual preparation. Here at the new year, we gather under the one mask of flourishing of years. The faces turn to the gods. Protected by her mask, we may remove our own. Protected by her script, we may bespeak outside our parts. Here and there is the sound of people fumbling with ties and strings. Your own face feels different with the mask off. Wait and listen. Not much for blackmail. You move stealthily through the dark, hearing one knot of conversation and then another. The secrets exchanged do not offer much leverage. You can't see the owners of the secrets. Here and there you catch the small fragment of something that might serve you in future on a future occasion. The memory of a voyage east, a half rumor about the Carnelian coast, a muttering about the Admiralty. I have 5 of these damn treasures now.
We're just rolling in the cool stuff.
Yeah, that's
Ilya Zeus
5,000.
asks, "Are we winning?"
We are winning.
We
At
have a
least I
very
think we
strong
are.
mid game.
Well, we have a lot of crap to sell, really. Maybe just head down to the melting isles. I can't think of much else we can do. I do need to free up some cargo space. I need 1 crate of sapphires, which means I can sell off the rest of them, I think. Journal. Terra investigate the regrets of her brother. Seek Isery on the Isle of Cats. Dahut. Empire of Hands. It is what it is. Wandering Parson wants to go there. Seek the tale of Glory's death on History's beach. We're a little bit unaccountably peckish. Mutton Island is now dead. Khan's Heart has cautious contacts. Fort Carnelian, Nook. Yes. We do need to do that. So we need 40 units of Stygian ivory, the Mechanic's Secret, the Unsettling Sage. Okay, cool. It's a lot of ivory, though. We might need a bigger boat.
I was gonna say we are going to need a bigger boat for that. 40's a lot of hold.
Shark. Ow.
bounce.
I'll take 2 damage, but it won't be too bad. Hmm, 44 chance. Oh, the cage has begun to distort its shape more than seems reasonable. But then a shark has no bones. Rods of irons inserted deep into its flesh have done impossible things. There are organs in there none of you recognize. Its suffering must have been extraordinary. You take a tooth as a trophy. If your hull is damaged, your engineer will repurpose some of its cage as repair materials. A whole 1 hull, thanks.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's all we got last time we freed one of the tormented ones.
I mean, at this point, we're doing them a favor. Well, I suppose we can go gather some pork reports and then head back to London. I need to clear my cargo space for more than anything.
Yeah, we've been at Z for quite a while too.
We haven't gained barely any terror, though. We've only got 25.
No. I'm just racking up loot, really.
Yeah. Anything that comes along, it just gets blasted. May as well stop off at Station 3, though.
He might be a little bit late with that call out, Night Owl. Aloe was on his way to work. Don't worry about it, Night Owl. We all get boned zoned in Cavs peasantry once in a while.
Yes.
What up there, old soul?
Up. And guess what just started working?
Up the Twitch?
My Twitch view has finally come back to life. Hello, everyone. I can finally see you. Oh, goodness. What a nightmare that was. We don't have anything to get to them.
Good luck, Dragon. I'm having a hell of a time, but, like, streaming with you guys kind of screws it for me a little bit, but it's worth it, I feel.
New tunefulness. It's not entirely original work, at least it will make a change from her usual round of children's ditties and airs from half-remembered operas. She is pleased by your thoughtfulness. Oh, there you go. Seems they're a little busy now. We do have to go visit the Fathom King. But I don't think I have the fuel to get there. We've only got 4 left.
I mean, we'll get there, but there we'll stay.
I wonder if it's worth trying to aim for the Iron Republic instead. It's really the only place I can think of, apart from London, where I'd be able to pick up fuel. Or I could just turn around and go back to the Sea of Lilies. It's quite close still.
Yeah. That might be your best bet.
Yeah, we'll do that.
That way you can do it all.
Eliphisa's Rift. I wonder if that's an abyss that has a ritual in it.
Oh, we'll get those rituals done by.
Oh, yes. I mean, there's a wonderfully black-clad woman in all of those holes, right? How can I resist?
Lord.
Look, it's like his...
Number 5.
It's like his kryptonite.
Hound dog. Fuck, it's a big gotcha. Just gotcha. Gouch?
Bit gauche.
Am I saying that wrong?
Gauche. It's supposed to be an E on the end. How gauche. Look, all I'm saying is she's probably a big-tittied goth GF.
I mean...
I'm probably not wrong, but I regret saying it. Eesh, that's expensive.
Yeah.
We'll do some more Unterzee sailing. Actually, we do have some live specimens. I wonder if he's got anything good. No, we still need some muta salt. Ooh, a discovery. Ah, look, one of those nuclear landmines I keep running near.
Near into, luckily undetonating any.
But I mean, they have the sparkles. What am I supposed to think? They're fun.
I mean, that's fair.
Do like some excellent loot. Indeed.
Yeah.
You can go under the water. It is water.
Yeah, there's a freaking conundrum. Is this even water we're in? Could be like murky ink for all we know.
The tears of the dead gods.
Wow.
Another shiny.
Big tear pool.
Oh, some tasty fish. We'll scoop those up.
That is a terrible joke, Tired Old Soul. I appreciate that.
Yes, good puns. Oh. The sea floor. It moves.
What? It looked like screaming faces. No.
Full reverse.
No.
No one.
Oh, well, now you're pissing it off. Now we're just asking for it.
Well, it shouldn't have come and tried to fight me. How dare it be alive under the water? Thankfully, it seems rather slow, which emboldens me only more. A Treskelegant. Now we can harpoon it. It's a risk, but in fall in London, they pay double for anything pole and line caught. Modest.
64 is not bad. Oh, come on.
The rolling beast seems determined to drive itself further into deep. Your vessel bucks and heaves as the maelstrom peels the plates from your hull. I only lost one hull. The beast screeching drowns out even the sound of tormented metal until finally, mercifully, the hauling line breaks. You are left listing and leaking as the beast lets out its final screech, far, far below. Oh, cool, there's another one. But alas, I must surface, for I'm out of the oxygens. Did that get a hit off? How rude. Wow, it does 24-2 damage.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
Oh, it's a good thing you got away for it. Oh no, pissy. Oh god.
Pissy. It's not yellow enough. Thankfully.
Well, I mean, maybe they were just drinking enough water.
Well, then it's 80% water, no one cares. Well, it could also be Ilshib Niggurath's milk. No. I pay a live catch and I get a full repair.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that's quite good. I will absolutely do that. And I'll compile a port report, of course. The porter has the skin of a shark. She has drowned woman's eyes, and is not permitted to look at her hands. Yes, that story is sufficient. She opens the valves of pearl and permits you to pass into the conduit. Deliver the cargo of answers to the Fathom King. The Drownies of Scrimshanner asked you to deliver the evidence that the Chellenate's history is not all it's made out to be. The Fathom King examines the box. He runs a pruny finger over the engraved reliefs. He studies the inscriptions about a starving hunter lost at sea who washed upon a fresh corpse of a giant turtle and founded a settlement. His complexity purses his lips. He told us they were champions. The terms of our agreement were founded on that claim. I must punish them, I think. Spread the truth far and wide. Justify their bloodthirst with false history. A new song of the Chellenate's shame should be sung throughout the sea. Let them keep their secret. He should strike them from his songs, his court, and his protection. Let them be forgotten.
It will be boned.
Either way, they're screwed. I'll let them keep their pride, but let them not be forgotten that they're liars. The Fathom King furrows his wrinkled brow. He cuts you off with an upraised finger. And what of the tribute they pay me? Should that be forgotten too? The tribute of lions, you point out, elevates the king that receives it, but the tribute of jackals demeans him. Eloquently put, he bestows a thin-lipped smile upon you. Very well, from this day on we shall not speak or sing of the Chellenate. They are nothing, and you may leave with this for your service. The last is meant for you. One outlandish artifact. Return to Scrimshander to continue the story. 5 supplies, I'll take it. Rosy flesh, the king intones, one from the water. Taste it in good health. He waves a gracious hand while his waters thresh. The audience is over. As he returns, crab slaves carry ice boxes filled with sweet, fresh meat, pink as dawn.
Oh yeah, crab slaves.
Nice. Well, we have 2 fuel, so we can't spare the light, but we should be able to reach the Iron Republic with that. And if not, we have 9 chances to find some fuel in our supplies. Or feed the engine a less clean burning fuel.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate, but we lost all of the fuel orphans.
Mm. They had to go fight a clayman who didn't want to play.
Yeah, he wasn't playing at all. Real shame that he forgot how to take jokes. I hit him with a real singer, unfortunately.
He got mad about it. Yeah, we'll make it with fuel to spare. Not much to spare, but enough. Yes. The fuel doesn't cost you much in hell, just your soul.
So many places that desire it too, which
Oh, yes.
I find befuddling.
The monkeys want it, the devils want it, some random people on the boats want it. I'm pretty sure the King of 100 Hearts wouldn't say no to it.
No,
Well,
the
anyway.
monkeys elevate themselves with their souls.
They're like uplifted aliens. It's never gone bad in any situation. Sacks of dark drop coffee beans for 38, you say? How much space do I have in my hold? Well, only 2. Such as it is. I'll attempt to compile a port report.
Obsessed. By the way, I'm still a little confused on the Iron Republic. Is it like all it's called? Or is it just fucked up?
They were the original inhabitants of Hell, so all the devils come from the Iron Republic. But London invaded Hell in the campaign of like 1658, I believe. I can't remember off the top of my head. But they fought Hell, and then they were repulsed by Hell. But then Hell had an uprising from the souls and the devils and declared themselves a republic. So the aristocracy of Hell was exiled to Mount Palmerston. Which is why we had the wistful deviless who wished to return. And now they have a, what do you call it, an embassy in London. Basically.
I wonder if it's better for the Devil is to take her to the Iron Republic.
Well, she doesn't want to go back to the Iron Republic. She wants to go to London. If I hadn't have passed on the snippet I learned that she was betraying them anyway, while providing false witness, she probably would have been fine.
God damn our attentiveness.
How dare I do investigations thoroughly?
Do we have enough to see the pig moats?
Hmm?
I asked if we have enough to see the pig moats before we get to London.
You know we do. We can absolutely go and visit them.
It's been a little while. I imagine they'll be happy to see us and need us to solve one of their many problems.
Yes. They seem so incapable of solving themselves. You never know, you might come across a crab that needs killing. Or some other undersea beast.
Yeah, which is like a harmless pest to us, but like a gargantuan monster to them.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, hello, Gillyfleur.
Billy food?
Got it. Yeah, I got another strange catch. Far away. Oop, got a little off course. Ah. Rats and cavies lie quivering on canvas sheets in this part of town. We think it started from something in the water, whispers the aide. We thought we'd contained it, but it's spreading. Our medicines are powerless. What do we do?
Monkey Island burns down?
Hmm.
I mean, the sister's mansion burned down.
Lots of things catch fire around here.
Well, naturally. Zorg be praised.
Especially if I'm nearby.
Absolutely.
We recommend the sick be quarantined.
I appreciate that subject there. Evil robot rats.
No, we'll smuggle some fuel into the ghetto. A small bribe to a small guard gets the delivery through the gates. The rats scrape together what little they can to repay your kindness. Ah, mushroom wine. Lovely. I do feel bad for the rats.
Yeah. I wish we were able to give them true quality.
Such a dream.
Alas, it is not to be.
Yeah, that is reasonable, Soap Dictator. They are very unpredictable.
As a self-respecting chef on Goon Station, I am not afraid of monkeys. I don't blindfold them when I uh, kill them.
Butcher.
You have to be quick and you have to be resolute. There is plenty of room for error, and I have died many deaths learning my lessons with Space Station 13 monkeys. And there are times where the monkey will still win. But I'm usually pretty good at keeping all of the sharp objects away. What do you mean you can't buy monkeys? What?
You can absolutely buy monkeys.
That's probably server dependent, I think, for what Nubbles is saying. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, I have provided many people with monkeys on a Goon Station a time or two.
Monkey omelette, monkey sandwich, monkey cake,
Oh
monkey
no,
pie.
I meant as Cargermans.
Oh, yes.
But I mean, yes, I have made many, many a monkey monster. I love making that sandwich.
Monkey meat and crack sandwich. How delightful.
God, I wish I'd caught crack. I was never good with chemicals. I made meth like once.
Ah, yeah. It depends on how helpful botany's willing to be.
Oh man, I've had some chats run botany for me. I got to make lasagna once, and I actually served it. Somebody ate it. I had the utensils on hand. It was awesome. like just getting lasagna is such a fucking headache. I
Yeah,
love it.
lasagna's good though. I remember this one time I just wanted to make an eggplant parmigiana for a bounty in cargo,
Oh my god.
and the botanist was like, "No, I don't want to grow. I don't want to grow those. Like, just grow one, just one plant." He's like, "No, no, I don't want to do that." And like, grow it for me, or I'm coming in there and I'm growing it in your corpse. And then we had a fight. Then I won, and I grew my damn eggplant.
Excellent. You gave me these hands for that eggplant.
Exactly. The hand and eggplant was displayed proudly. Look, when security comes down and they ask for a sandwich, and I say, "Hang on a second," they're the idiots who eat the sandwich. It's not my fault.
Yeah, it's not your fault the idiot goes for it.
Yeah. If I take the time out of my day to make you a special sandwich, you damn well better believe there's some extras in there.
You gotta get some zing on that zip.
Yeah. And then security goes and starts murdering random monsters, who's usually the janitor.
And nothing of value was lost.
Exactly.
No, that's a lie. The janitors are good. They're good people.
They provide a valuable service, which is more than I can say about security.
If I'm ever bartender, I'm always so nice to the janitors. They always drink free.
Ah, nice.
You have to be nice. They come in and clean up your like the riffraff that's always there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like sometimes the more enterprising ones, I've seen them help fix stuff too, like breaches and stuff like that.
Janitor and engineering teaming up is always a good time.
I mean, but the chef shouldn't have to fucking robust somebody in botany to get the food that he wants, so everybody can have a really, really good pizza party.
Yeah. It's like, look, I understand you want to grow weed or flubber or something else moronic, but just one planter of some goddamn eggplant, please.
I
They don't need
mean,
his assistance. Get out of here, you hobo.
I would say that playing chef helped me get more robust because it forced me to learn my monkeys.
Mm.
And I mean, if you can fight a monkey, you can start thinking about fighting other stuff.
And I ain't saying that there's a bias, but I was Antag more as chef than I was in any other job.
I've never been an Antag chef. I'm always a good boy.
Oh, really? It's
Yeah,
the best
no,
being Antag
I
chef.
lucked out. I've been an Antag bartender twice.
Ah.
And the first time I did it was like an existential like crisis because it went so poorly for me. And like somebody beat the fucking shit out of me and left me in my bar and they walked away like nothing happened. like, and I'm like, I'm a monster. I like shot all my shotgun shells and like wasted the bar. Why are you people still coming in for drinks? I can't handle this.
This is ridiculous. Oh dear.
Ah, I see. We have
Returned
home.
to London.
Hey, Matt Stan.
We can deliver our claymen for 80 echoes. And we actually have full hull. We actually have full hull for the first time in like ever upon returning. That's all good, Heckmanistan. Good to see you. We have a little bit of crew. They suffered more than the hull of the ship did for once.
You mean for once? Come on now. Our crew usually suffers way more than our hull does.
Especially the ones that are left behind. Let's see here. We can sell this mushroom wine, spider silk, parabola linen. We can sell some of these.
Cool. Just run a clayman crew. Have the waifu as the helmsman. Mad Ducks is pleased to inform us, with great pleasure, that it is in fact Wednesday, my dudes. Very
Nice.
good, Scream. Very good.
I didn't want to blow everyone's ears out. Let's see. We need to go visit the alarming scholar. Can I interest you in some watchful curials? Yeah, for 20 echoes, that's not bad. I need to clear up some hull space. What do you think? Should we sell off one of our captivating treasures? We do have so many.
Oh, Mad Ducks, get after it, bud. They're great stories to just read and enjoy. And then suck and die too.
Oh, well, there you go. Sunless Skies is a good time, and I look forward to playing it as well. Extraordinary implication, intriguing. Live specimens. What would give me for those? 100 echoes each. That is a good amount. Let's go sell all these off, except for one. I think Cloudery Air would like one. Yeah, she would. Sit in her surgery lined with bottles of preserved and pickled body parts. I can't offer you proof, she says. The only strange tongue I speak is my mother's, which is ancient but human. Blades can cut me. I'm not immune to fire, though perhaps the masters are not either. I have not met anyone who shares my particular skills, and I know my mother. I cannot see her in any ordinary liaison with any ordinary man, much less a husband. She was in her third millennium when she bore me.
Holy smokes.
Jeez. Explore her surgery. Why do you have this tailbone? These are souvenirs, she says. Here's the patch of skin from the palm of a woman's hand. I took it from her in order to cure her of the urge to adultery. Now she wears gloves, but she kept her marriage. There's more difficult work I could be doing. She is playing with her blade between her fingers. Did you know my mother operated on the bazaar itself? She cut away its cladent lobes so that it would be at peace and not have to wander on and on. But the operation changed her. She got some of the ichor on her skin. Hmm. She needs a soothing Cooper longbox.
Ma got a little bit of the little touch of the Phyrexian oil.
We'll spend some time with our family, I guess. Oh, we can give it a pet. It is remotely possible that it will escape and eat someone, probably just the parlour maid. There you go. Enjoy. Your child is disinclined to hug it, but its tank will take pride of place in their bedroom. Its staring eyes and pulsing fangs will inspire glorious fantasies of Z-monster hunting.
That's ridiculous.
Here you are. I've bought you basically a live snake. Have fun with that. The
Enjoy
kind
your
that's
death
venomous.
noodle.
Hmm. Oh, I did need lamentable relics.
Yeah.
Ah, nuts.
Not so.
I can create a monstrous almanac, though. Costs 7 secrets, though. But it does increase my pages,
Yeah. Good call.
because that's notoriously hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's store 2 of these, I guess. Because that would be a great amount if I do happen to die. That leaves me with 3 of them. And I'll have a nap. Good. Then I can go visit the Dark Speckled Admiral. We'll keep that strategic information and submit some port reports. Port Cecil, Hunter's Keep's End, open shock. This is ghastly news. The poor girls. We had warned them they weren't safe, but it had been so long, I thought, well, it's done. Thank you. I will have to look into the matter of a supply post. Dumian Canal.
I wonder if they
Taking.
actually build on that old mansion island.
Hmm. We can stop by and pick up some fuel, some food, perhaps. And Republic. Visage. Good old Frostbound. Codex. Seven King's Hold. Wither. Oh, the Admiral collects these. Did you ask a drownie to marry you? I mean, no. I could if you'd like. Scrimshander.
We're just lousy with waifus now.
We have so many. None of them good. Well, I
Oh,
suppose the pirate
I mean the
poet's not
likely
terrible.
lass.
Well, I mean, she turned out to be. I mean, she's totally not over on the Isle of Cats running the red honey trade at all.
No, she's here. She's here at home with our son.
Yes,
Totally.
abs- absolutely. Nothing awry at all.
No. They might just be sisters. Come on.
Of course. Anything in particular? Ah, well, we needed to go to the Chelonate anyway. And I believe we can talk to the voracious diplomat and give her some moves in the great game. Gets us another 50 echoes. How lovely. What else do we have? Well, our pork reports are handed in. We have 25 of 40 in the hold and 12 fuel. So we should be able now to make a quick jaunt down to the Isle of Cats and pick up our freaking supplies at last. And away we go.
Alright, I'm gonna start up another quick poll. And then I'm gonna take a quick break.
Fair enough. Another victim.
I think this is our last voyage for the day.
This shall be our last voyage for the night, yes. Especially since the trouble I've had with this internet so far.
Yeah. You've got only 10 minutes to throw your goob out. Wipe it out there on the table.
Oh, another bound shark. Well, as long as he leaves me alone, I want to tag him. Lick a monkey crag, you say? I'm sure there'll be something interesting around here. No, just some currents. Oh, there is something over there. Some pottery, maybe. Crab carcass. Sure. Yep, I failed. I lost a crew.
Down to 11 already.
Well, I didn't refuel all the way on Orphaned, but you know, these things happen. 'Twas a slim pickings today. What the hell? A wreck ship.
Oh my god. There are other Unterzee ships.
Well, it's just a ship piloted by drownies, essentially.
Ah,
Ooh! He does hurt, though.
only 2 damage is nothing to sneeze at.
Oh, he's got a 360-degree cannon as well. How rude.
Gross. This drive's so rude.
It is a little rude how they get so much more maneuverability than you do. Yeah, boarding party. Ah, I'm failing these real bad today.
Yeah, it's like 3 in a row at the moment.
No successes at all. Now I'm getting distracted, which wastes fuel and supplies.
I think you won 1 game of chess, and after that it's been all downhill.
Yeah, I got cocky with my first victory, and I was like, ah, yeah, I can win 7 more games, totally.
Hope you're doing well too, Pigeon Grenade.
Doing fine. That reminds me. I believed. Ah, I only have 1 auxiliary slot. That's a bit rude. And that gives me 7 hearts. Where was that thingy? There it is, a monstrous almanac, which gives me 7 pages. Nope, have to be in the docks.
Alright, I'll be right back. Good luck.
No problem. I'll just make a quick pork report here. Oh, they need provisions for the feast of Saint Neot. Something fresh they are prepared to pay with Xinthar. Well, I have the offer for you. Saint Neot is the patron saint of fish. The strange catch is probably close enough. The dark-skinned, unsmiling sister hands you a coffer, gathered by our bravest sister, she says, before she lets you take it. It's a long dive to the reefs and the rocks are sharp. The currents are strong sometimes, there are monsters. Chainmail whispers under her habit. Yes. The muscular prioress, the abbess's lieutenant, comes to the door to listen. She nods and makes notes. She pays particular attention to the news of marsh bees, predations, and the traffic of the rooftops. In return, she offers a rather perfunctory blessing, but the blessing reassures your crew. Very good. Thank you, Abbey Rock.
better. Hey Tim, how you doing?
Ah, Tim, good to see you. I think we'll
I
just...
raise up my... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I was just going to say we're going to stop off at Station 3 and grab a pork report real quick.
I'll raise my jockey milk to that.
Mm-hmm. Chucky milk. I want Chucky milk. No, perhaps not.
Oof,
We still
it
need
sucks to
more of
lose
this.
cucumbers.
Did I not do a pork report anymore here? I guess not. Well, that's a shame. Off we go. Oh, that's a shame, Tim. Yeah. Raw cucumbers. One of the stranger things I've heard of getting food poisoning from.
God, I hate these lily frogs.
But they're so friendly. They can look at you from every angle.
Ugh. I never stop watching you.
Think of all they've seen with all those eyes. I wonder if they're like trees and each eye represents a year of life.
That would be kind of wild.
Ooh.
So, like a 2-year-old frog is just normal?
Yeah, just a normal frog. You can see one frog that's like 400 years old and is just literally covered in eyes. Some
Just
have gone
eyes.
blind.
You see a gaping mouth open in the eyes, the eyes, the eyes.
I'll buy 2 fuel from you. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day. So many prisoners. So little time.
Oh, I see we lost more crew. We're down to 9.
There was an accident.
Ah, yes. A common happenstance on our ship.
He really should have watched their step more.
Oh, of course.
We'll go see Totally Not Our Likely Lass in Port Cavendish.
see the resemblance. All I see is that golden shade.
Yes, of course. Ah, yes, of course. I found a use for our irrepressible cannoneer.
Yep, here it is. Be sure to have 20 free spaces in your cargo phone.
There you go.
Do you have the space? I guess
Just, yes. 20 supplies, 100
so.
echoes.
Holy. You've sacrificed.
There's other people who can fill that spot.
That's fair.
Leopold has a particular fascination with the surface. He still thinks of it as home. In some ways, endearing, isn't it? He doesn't wait for you to answer. Personally, I've drunk the memories of so many homes I couldn't pick a particular one out of the lot. Tricky things. Still, it does make him easier to buy. Birthday presents for. Have I muddled this up? I did say I set up a meeting with the king for you, didn't I? Well, I did. Well, let's bring him a nice gift. Someone with memories from the surface is not his birthday exactly, but you'll want to make a good impression. Your patron dismisses you with advice that Cumian Canal is the likeliest place to source such a particular gift. We still can't buy it yet, but we can go to the Cumian Canal. I think it's about time we upgraded our ship, though.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to cost us. But that's okay.
So we've got our cats. Now what?
Well, now we're going to head on down to Saviour's Rock. And then the Chelinate, because I need to buy stuff from there. And they have strategic information I need.
Are you sure they won't be pissed at you for shutting off the Drowning King's kit?
Oh, they will be, but, you know, they can redeem themselves with some great exploit, I'm sure.
Oh. Like killing a giant turtle or something, perhaps.
Yeah, or, you know, bringing a god around. To get his cheeks unclappened.
And clap you late.
Ah, that's right, I needed a foxfire candle. That's okay. You can still look at the spiderlings.
Yeah. I do admire their 6 spider bridges, but yeah.
But this is where you get some bales of spider linen.
Bales?
Delicious trading commodities.
All I can picture is Captain Xinthar on the bridge chewing friggin' spider webs.
Yep, this is the pure stuff. Ah, here we are. Another abyss.
The spider webs takes a sip. Oh yeah, that's a great day. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know that's the good stuff. An abyss. Dive. This rite will increase your hearts by 20, but decrease your iron by 10. Succeed or fail, you will gain the rite, but failure will incur. You don your diving gear. You brush away the sand, half filling the carving. Your lamp gives its pattern a sharp shadow. It's uncomfortably warm. Focus. This carving resembles a whirlpool. The lines spiraling outwards brush against the ships. Ignore the sweat trickling into your eyes. The ancient rowers push into the whirlpool, splinter their own vessels. This must be their destination. To the right, the image is a symbol. Parabolic approach to, damn, your eyebrows are aflame. The 7-minute bell rings urgently. A crewman hauls you back to the submarine. Someone removed this blasted helmet. Damn, took a wound. They have partaken in the rite of greeting. That gives me
Imagine that was
100
the first one.
hearts.
Holy.
So now I can dive deeper. Your helmsman's response is unjustifiably foul-mouthed, but she sense. Your submarine pinprick of light shines onto a cliff, illuminating only a spot of vast inverted cathedral, a fathomless church.
Oh.
Perform the ritual of greeting.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. And now we leave. Oop. Need to get to the Chelonate before I run out of fuel completely. Ah, the whispers of madness. Well, there's no eater of names about at the moment, so that's quite good.
Such a messed up ship.
Oh,
With
yeah.
the Kimbo worms.
Such a weird thing. Yeah, don't really have much in the way of fuel, though, do they? That's disappointing. We shall meet our contact. We shall compile a port report. Needs to go to hideaway still. I could have sworn it said come to the Chelonate. Ah, damn it, I didn't drop off the Wandering Parson. That's a shame. Looks a bone intended for delivery to Scrimshander.
was only the elephants you had to do.
Hmm. Yeah. We'll just have to keep that then. I suppose our best chance would probably be the Khan's Shadow. But we have more than enough supplies.
Yeah, because we can just burn supplies as fuel too, can we not?
It's a chancy challenge to roll to see if you can find some fuel in the supplies, but we have 23 chances.
We'll make it there.
Oh, we'll make it there. I'm pretty confident of that. It's not that far.
No, and you're probably gonna make it there on this single fuel.
Hmm. The engine I have, while slow, is fairly efficient. And I have the tireless mechanic. There we go.
What's up,
We
Drift
made it.
Pirate?
Hey, Drift Pirate. Indeed.
It's a close thing, but
It was. So we can sell captivating treasures here for 1,000 echoes, which will give me 3,000 echoes, which should take me up to 5,000. Or we can give them to the... I can never remember that guy's name. The weirdo in London.
oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't
No,
know
no.
how much he pays for them.
Chomps their teeth.
Yeah. The mile break is pretty good too. 10% fuel efficiency for minus 10 heart. He will pay 150 more for the outlandish artifacts though. I think we'll save them and sell them when we're back in London. See if we can pick up a new ship after that. We do have some Scintillate to sell as well. We can go to Polythreme and pick up some claymen bound for London while we're at it. We're just going to do a sneaky little submerge right now.
They have their own Zubs now? God damn it.
Yeah, they're pretty rude. They banned travel with submarines, and then they're like, oh, but we totally have some. And it takes 40 people to crew them.
Yeah. It's a big boat.
Oh, are you kidding me? Dive the ship. I dodge one, there's another one, I dodge another one. They're just asking to be shot.
obviously. Wouldn't you look how they're dressed?
We shall pick up some more claymen.
Here is Wednesday.
Do you have anything for us? We could buy a We Are Clay, but I think they go on to the orcs. Auxiliary thing. Reduces our need for crew. But oh well. It does increase our engine power by 250. Well, let's give him a shot. Don't really have the fuel for the Empire of Hands at the moment. Although they do sell fuel for quite a lot, but why not? It'll be worth it just to pick up and continue the story of that place. And we might run into a glorious dreadnought. Let's see. We can go and talk to the delightful adventuress, see if she's ready. Oh, it's you, of course. Help me with these blasted maps, would you? The monkeys are quite clueless. She shakes her head. They claim our souls uplift them, but if you ask me, it's just a case of monkey see, monkey do. Can you believe they think that Zeppelin of theirs will let them create a new empire? Wait, you there. Take that out of your mouth this very second. And a fine good morning after evening to you too, Just Mutant Jed. At least you don't think so. It's hard to tell with Barnabas' blank face giving nothing away. You have a gift for the Monkey Emperor. The delightful adventuress pays barely attention to you as she prepares. She is not yet ready to open the vault. Still need more there. Well, let's talk to the civilized mayor about some fuel. Phew, that is expensive. We'll buy exactly 2 of them. I will excuse myself. Pile the port report. Still can't see the Zeppelin. That's unfortunate. You can gain access to the court. The Wild Wheeled Court. The stench and heat as the gates open are a sucker punch to your senses. Inside, the stagnant air of the windowless wood palace hangs with the sweat and tastes of hair. Everything is filthy, every surface used. The apes as likely to swing across the roof as walk the floors in prized oases of relative calm. The high-souled conduct themselves with the poise of high-born lords and ladies. Around them, their barely uplifted lessers scamper around exhausted, taking orders and cruelties from all who care to dispense them. In the middle are countless more, a sea of apes longing for advancement and fighting for what they have with tooth and claw and low cunning. To step into his throne room is to step into another world, a polished one of cool and blessed quiet that already feels alien as it is pleasant. The Emperor sits on his throne, wrapped in robes of violet, wearing an ornate golden mask. He remains motionless, silent. He could be mistaken for a statue, if not for an imperceptible nod to grant his seneschal permission to speak his name. She approaches, arms folded in red-trimmed yellow robes of a court mandarin. Her expression is carefully blank. The chestnut hair on her face is powdered with alabaster white and decorated with exquisite detail in red and black. The rings on her fingers mark her as a 10-souled ape, a status even the Admiralty can respect. She bows before you, a complicated ritual display of sweeping sleeves that somehow nevertheless never breaks eye contact. Finished, she waits your response. Well, did you do something wrong? It appears so. Be that as it may, there is business to discuss. The exquisite seneschal requests your assistance to supply the Empire of Hands. Great work. A zeppelin that will take them to a new home far away from here. You point out that the Admiralty has the Empire of Hands under embargo and quarantined. The only thing worse to be caught doing here than supplying them would helping them to escape their confinement. Have your people not already caused us enough pain? She demands. We starve, and you would prevent us being fed. We thirst to explore, and you cage us like animals. Why? For what fine purpose? What threat are we to you? You happily dine with devils. She shakes her head, almost with pity. What could you possibly see in us that shames you so? Yeah, well, as long as they're paying, I'm supplying.
I was gonna say, how much are they paying?
Yeah. The exquisite seneschal bows again. With a pair of servants to row the boat, she takes you to the Zeppelin site in Port Stanton. It was originally the project of a traveler from afar hoping to travel east, who encountered an accident in his plans and engine. However, the monkey saw their opportunity. The great exodus will require supplies and fuel, of course, explains the exquisite seneschal. We seek souls to uplift our brethren so that we may join the work. You will, of course, be reasonably compensated for your expenses and rewarded upon completion. He also hints that there may be faster ways to complete the Zeppelin. To say more, though, would require a level of trust that you have not earned. Wild build status for 10. Okay.
At least they'll let you see it now.
Indeed. Well, they need supplies, and I have an abundance at the moment. Seven drowning pearls. Nice. There you go. Have some more. So we've got 18 of those.
Oh no.
They need fuel. They need 100 supplies in total, and 100 fuel, and 100 souls. 2 crates of human souls. Well, that's easy. We can get those from... We can get them from Khan's shadow, but I'd rather not. Okay, cool. Back to Port Stanton now, I guess. Yeah, so you can just go and visit the Zeppelin whenever now. Cool. Well, we still need to get to Mount Palmerston for a refuel. And then we might head down to Nuncio Nook. And then over to Fallen London.
Sounds good to me, Cap.
Mm-hmm. Well, we have the supplies, so we'll heal a wound. Still have not found this place. And I need to deliver the letter. I see gold, I go down.
Yep. Not taking any chances.
No, right into a rift. Oh, I am not welcome here, according to the log. Where is here? It's close to Iron. It'd be worth stopping off for a pork report. Maybe I can pick up some fuel, even if it's very expensive. I'm saving those, though. Yeah, we can buy fuel.
Even reasonable.
Not terrible at all. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Kia.
Hey, welcome. They're on a hot streak.
Oh. we can buy Sooth and Cooper long boxes here. The 3 secrets, though. It's very expensive.
I was gonna say secrets is very steep.
Well, remind me to come back here at some point with dark drop coffee beans, so we can dream.
Ooh.
Increase veils. I think he increases mirrors. Yes. How many secrets do I have? Well, I've only got 5.
All of it being a little bit decrepit. I really like the way Iron looks.
It's very nice. Ah, glorious Mount Palmerston. Now, we might even have enough space in our hold to pick up some Sphinx stone.
Salt Lion's Run?
Might be worth it. No Zols today. I see, I understand. Perhaps another time you'll bring me Zols. I might be here, or perhaps I will not.
Oh god, the bee people.
And what we're really here for is for some nice cheap fuel. Oh, did he want Zoop or Mutter Salt?
Watch your salt.
Yes, we need to stop off. Perhaps not. Hey, Master Mayhem. Good to have you here anyway.
Yeah, still good to see you.
I hope we don't run into a tyrant moth. But we are going to go dangerously close to the Chapel of Light.
Uh-oh.
Maybe Mount Nomad is asleep.
But
I doubt it.
if he's asleep, he's sleeping directly in your bed.
We do need to stop at Frostfound for the sigil-ridden navigator anyway. We'll advance his quest a little bit. Oh, my heart's dropped. Ah, of course, I removed the item that gave me extra hearts and replaced it for We Are Clay. The plucky researcher recognizes it. I know it well. I can show you, but the way isn't easy. I'll not take anyone frail. You'll need ropes, crampons, skins, tents. And I'll want paying, of course. My bursary is wearing rather thin. He didn't exaggerate. The ice is slick as an oiled mirror. You need pittons and spiked boots to navigate the slopes, and a misplaced foot will send great chunks of it thundering into the thirsty sea. The air bites like a bound shark. Your face is numb, your fingers stiff, your throat raw. The climb takes you around a sheer white cliff, the waters below swimming with shards of razored ice. At last, a frozen ledge, a vertical sheet of ice rises before you, reflective as a conjurer's glass. Engraved upon it, 20 feet high, is the navigator's sigil. Impressive, isn't it? The researcher says, dropping his pack. One of the old accords between Wither and Irem. It means almost never remembered. The navigator approaches it warily. The sigil on his temple sparks with blue fire. He reaches out, his fingers touching those of his reflection in the ice, and his reflection lunges forward, whispering something in his ear. The navigator crumples into the snow. Oh, the plucky researcher says. Damn, we're going to have a devil of a time getting him back to the ship. You do, but you manage it. Back in your cozy cabin, you imbibe mulled rum. Will you ever be warm again? Speak to your navigator to learn what happened. You lost an
Hey,
artifact?
Mayhem, have you seen the picture that Lecter posted? There's an official Unterzee ship. I'm not sure if he posted in the Discord or not. I just posted it for you.
Maybe. It's a good one.
I never knew I wanted to see a marauder sail the seven seas before, but here it is. Oh, the hot dog is so good.
Oh, cool. That coral's eating my hull.
What? It's a neither.
Neither here nor there. Soon to be everywhere.
Wow, it really is eating your hull. Oh my goodness.
Ouch. Strange currents. You turn the lamp upon the spreading, undulating blackness of its carcass. You can hear the telltale sizzling sound through the hull. Something twinkles within the dark window of the neither as it leeches away the star spread of night sky, interrupted by a canopy of leaves. A far-off jungle, dark fruits and many fingered figures sway in the trees. You tear yourself from the portal. When you look again, it's all gone. Only the clear water remains, as though the neither had never been. We got an extraordinary implication out of that. And we lost some terror. But Jesus, that thing just ripped my hull apart. Damn coral.
I can't believe that's just coral doing that. That's ridiculous.
Hmm.
Everything is so damn dangerous here.
What's up above will kill you. What's below will kill you about 10 times faster.
Oof.
Oh no, I only have one supplies. It would be a shame if I were to get hungry.
Yes.
Get some butter salt for him as well. Oh, another rift.
Oh my god, no. Insatiable.
Into the depths. Yeah, Homesman gives you a question. Oh, well, they say the same thing every time.
See, Krumvad knows what's up. Welcome.
You don your diving gear. You lie on an empty shelf cut from stone. Your crew will watch over you in 7-minute shifts. They'll have you out before 21 and close your eyes. The Z weighs heavy, pulls you down. She lies next to you. The black hem of her skirt curls like clouds of ink. In the dark, you can just make out her pale lips. Her fingers stroke your hair. She speaks, you respond. She asks your name. She tells you her own. You awaken back on your submarine. The ship doctor holds your wrists in one hand, a stopwatch in the other. He shows you the face. 20 minutes exactly.
I think that's 2 successes.
I think so. I've met her twice now.
We are on the right venerable. Krumvad's wondering how many captains we've been through.
Ah, we are at Xinthar number 5.
So come on, everybody, in the Zub, let's dive.
Xinthar number 5.
One, two, Xinthar 5.
Oh, Lifeberg. Yeah, I've got a strange catch.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely.
I do make a lot of really old, really shameful references, I do admit.
It's alright, you're just like the old dad who has to embarrass his kids.
Except you fucks are all my kids. Sorry.
We didn't want you to find out like this.
What's up, Nova?
Hey, Nova.
Oh, god damn it. I shouldn't have said a damn thing.
Now look what you've done.
Consequences will never be the same.
How many Z stories do I actually have? Because Mutter Salt costs 5.
No,
I
the
can
milk
buy
wasn't hard to
exactly one.
find, but it took me 17 years to find the cigarettes. I said 17 years to find the cigarettes. Do you know how long it took me to buy them? $20, but that's beside the point.
Well, at least now I can speak to the Poisnier and see what we can make. We need more supplies.
Look, you know I don't smoke Meyer Breads. I only smoke Players Blue.
The good stuff.
No, that's not what that is. No.
They're more like pole malls. We heard you like tar, so we made you a cigarette entirely out of tar.
Oh my goodness, no.
That's what pole malls are, and they'll die on that hill.
By all means, but although I do smoke Pall Malls as a specimen,
Ah, yes.
just because they're disgusting.
You gotta be a janitor. You gotta smoke nothing but pole malls, and you gotta
Oh,
spit on the
God.
floor. Hey, Lifeberg, I hear you have meat in you.
Bob wants to know what our current ambition is.
At the moment, we seek immortality. Actually, I do not have the fuel or the inclination to deal with this.
Later, nerd. Yeah, that's 400 health. That's enough to not bother with.
Especially when I have all these free bats.
Hey, murder bats.
Hey, stop that.
Nice of you to come over, just in time for dinner.
I'm having an old friend for dinner. I can't do it, damn it.
Oh my goodness.
I think I selected the wrong option then by accident.
Might do. That's okay, we've got plenty of crew to eat.
We're right next to Venderbite anyway. We can just buy supplies.
Oh, I suppose.
Well, if we have to.
You're lucky there, Mr. Gravy. You're the last one of your kind on this ship. You'll be lucky to make it home.
Ah, lovely. It gets us 3 supplies automatically. Don't need to do much else.
Ugh, leave your teeth.
Yeah, we got a Soothing Cooper long box.
Nice.
Just what I needed.
For eBay.
Don't think I have anything else that I need from that I can deliver to the last curator. No. Oh, very good. We'll be on our way then. But since it's on the way, we should stop off at the sister's house for one last time.
See if anything's really changed. Hold on, dear, we're coming.
Ah, it's just a pirate staying pinnace. Give him both barrels.
Both barrels for you, you bastard.
Ah, good.
Very good.
See, the Unterzee takes away, and it also provides.
The good Z giveth, and the good Z taketh away sometimes.
Indeed. Nothing else is happening there. All is quiet.
Didn't you pick up a passenger for the apartment?
I do. They're a particularly ambitious parson.
Yes, the untrustworthy priest.
Yes. Kind of man who'd be like, hey, can I watch your bags? And you'd be like, no, you cannot. I wouldn't trust you to make a sandwich. You'll hear tales here from the distant trenches of the Unterzee, and some of them might even be true, but the strangest ones are jealously guarded. Light from the dock glints in his eyes, hidden mysteries and pliant listeners. He glances at you and then gathers his luggage. Won't you join me below for a while? An explorer could learn much of value here.
Hard no.
Hard no. What does he want? Story contest 3. Perhaps not. Goodbye. Ooh, this is going to be close. If I hadn't have submerged and resurfaced, I probably would have made it. In fact, it's going to be
No.
that kind of awful close. Yeah, sure, just give me the fuel. Phew,
How
that was a close one.
disgusting. At least it was only $100 this time.
Yes. So you want... Ah, hey, we could have bought Zoop.
Why was Zoop I mean, Zoop is kind of a... Does he want Zoop?
Yeah, he wants Zoop.
Ah.
He would have paid 1,000 echoes for 7 sealed skins of Zoop. How disgusting.
Because that's like maybe $150 tops.
Yeah, it's not much. Ah, well, live and learn, I guess. We'll deliver our clay,
Did
man.
make it. There's
We
your
did.
goob.
Anything good at the Rose Market? Ah, an extraordinary implication or an unread log. Well, what'll you give me for an extraordinary implication? 375 echoes isn't terrible. dry dock, please. Well, actually, perhaps not. We're going to buy a new ship. What will you give me for a captivating treasure? 1,000 echoes. Okay.
Sweet.
What about a strange cat? 10 echoes.
$10. Ooh. Yeah, we're just about to wrap up meeting Jed. Take care though.
I'm gonna go ahead and sell the rest of these captivating treasures, I think.
There will be plenty other Lepronius, excuse me. Lampronius. Ugh.
There we go. We now have 5,608 echoes. How many of those? We've got 5 of them.
How to live your best Goob Baron life.
So that's 6,000 echoes. We can almost afford the Caligo class merchant cruiser. But we should probably save up for the Maynard class frigate, which is 13,000 echoes.
Just amass a whole bunch of Goob. Heckmanistan. Generally through cunning and guile in betting.
Indeed. Let's buy some more fuel. And some more supplies. Not too much. We'll also speak to you and get this. Your companion barely eats. He has to cut the fish into tiny morsels to squeeze it through the gap in his bandages. Soon the cloth is stained with sauce. He throws down his fork. Look at me. I'm not at my best now. Believe me, your appetite would be not so strong if I removed my bandages. How long before my fingers fail, or my tongue pickles? He swallows his wine. Captain, a request. I have cooked for barons and bishops, the Khan, the empress, but there is one for whom I have not cooked. A creature singular, achromatic tastes. I want to make him marvel at this ship's art as alchemy. It would be my philosopher's stone, my immortality. Will you aid me? Strange catches and live specimens to further his research. And the other thing we need to do, go into our hold, grab our strategic information, use a Z story, and then visit the voracious diplomat. 600 echoes, taking us to 6,000 echoes.
Maybe he's a fishman?
Nonsense. That's madness.
Maybe he's just horribly disfigured. Maybe he's a leper. And maybe sometimes a little bit more falls in the zoop than we expect.
I don't think we actually need this We Are Clay. It's useful, but I prefer the stat buffs that I get.
Yeah. And I mean, we can just mitigate his being there with more orphans.
Exactly. So we can increase our pages by 7. Gives us a nice 51. And we increase our hearts by 7. Gives us a nice 70. But I think we'll keep the pages because it's so damn hard to increase your pages in this game. Okay, but I think that'll do us for tonight. Thank you again all so much for joining us. It's always a blast. We have fun here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And until next time, I will bid you all adieu. I have started playing a playthrough of Shadowrun Returns Saturdays at the same time, so if you're interested in cyberpunk shenanigans, please drop by for that as well. Fish beer. God. Good night, everyone.